my daughter's a huge fan of Stardust. So hopefully, maybe she'll get to see him wrestle again. Because I guess today, on May 21st, 2016, Cody Rhodes asked for his release from the WWE. So let's quickly just... The gloves aren't really made for, like my knuckles are way back here. But, once it's all gloves, not bad. Of course, he's had a 10-year career, so we'll quickly kind of gloss over a lot of it. Primarily hitting some of the high points. For a while, he was paired with Hardcore Holly. They were tag champs, taking on a young upstart named Ted DiBiase. Remember him? Millionaire Man's kid? Okay. They were going to do a tag match defending their titles. Everyone kind of knew Cody was going to turn. Cody turns, joins force with Ted DiBiase Jr., later to be joined by Randy Orton, and I think a Samoan who didn't like Roman Reigns, to form Legacy. Legacy actually did a pretty good job. Problem was, like most heel teams, pretty much Cody and Ted were there to take the fall for Orton. Orton got to continue to look strong in feuds. Of course, they imploded at WrestleMania, with Orton being successful. Okay. So, where do you go from there? Well, this was when he became Dashing Cody Rhodes, where he gave you grooming tips, like the proper way of trimming your nose hair and your ear hair. And he had the wicked theme song Smoke and Mirrors. And the fact that when he came down to the ring, they turned the ground portion of the Titantron into a mirror so he could look at himself when he came out. So pre-Tyler Breeze, reflective surface, so it was recording him looking at the screen. The character was okay. New interpretation, like a model-style character, whatever. But then one day, in a match with Rey Mysterio, he gets his nose broken. And now we get twisted, disfigured, ugly, repugnant Cody Rhodes. To his theme song is now Smoke and Mirrors, just slower. And this is when he hit some true level of amazing character work. He came down in the face mask. He had the hood over his face because he was a disfigured person. And he didn't want to look at the hideous people that were in the crowd. So they're handing out bags. Problem is, it got over. People started wearing bags in the front row. Well, the you are ugly, I'm ugly was done really well. So he can hit that Wyatt level of heeldom where it's like, oh, he's good. You should boo him. But he's too good at what he's doing. Then later he paired up with one Damian Sandow. So you had the guy who was very attractive and the guy who was very smart. Which of course led to the Rhodes Scholars. Great solid tag team, which went kind of nowhere. Lost a WrestleMania match for some reason. They ran over on time. Okay, not a big deal. Now it came time for the Money in the Bank ladder match, which Damian Sandow turns on Cody Rhodes and wins. We now have a really solid Damian Sandow-Cody Rhodes feud over the briefcase. All for naught, because Damian Sandow cashes in and gets obliterated by a one-armed John Cena after spending like 2 commercial breaks beating Cena down with the briefcase and a steel chair. Because John's got to look strong. Okay. Cody, what's he going to do? IC champ, brings back the white belt. If you love seeing Owens with the white belt because the contrast with his black clothes and the white, thank Cody Rhodes. Kind of meanders for a bit, and then the Shield becomes dominant, which leads to the formation of the Brotherhood. This is when Cody and Goldust teamed up to defend the honor of their father and his father's legacy, Dusty. Go back on the network, watch, I want to say it's 2013 when they would have done that feud. I think 2013 would have been the Shield Brotherhood feud. It's beautiful. When you watch them beat the Shield for the tag titles and their jobs, the crowd fully invested. That's it. Here's your new go-to tag team. They're going to tear things up. And then after a while, Cody becomes the weak link in the team. Leaves the team. Which then, of course, leads to Goldust and random people forming tag teams. Until Cody finds a perfect partner. And he finds him in the Stars. and debuts a new character in 2014, Stardust. Initially, crowd fully behind that team. And then they break them up. Yes, my daughter's having one of her temper tantrums. Then they break them up. And we're thinking, great, we get to have one of those awesome brother versus brother blood feuds that doesn't really happen. Then Goldust gets an injury, so they can't finish the match. They can't do the match at WrestleMania. Okay. Goldust is gone. So now Stardust begins a feud with Adrian Neville and Stephen Amell, leading to a SummerSlam match. Okay, solid match with Cosmic King Barrett. Okay. After that, he joins forces with the Ascension because guys in face paint. Tries to start a feud with Cesaro because he's the Swiss Superman and Stardust is a comic book villain. Makes sense. Well, Cesaro gets injured. Okay. So now Stardust is going to feud with Neville and the Lucha Dragons? While he's with the Ascension? Okay. He gets a great match against John Cena. You guys understand? Open challenge. All right, great. Here we go. He's going to be going nowhere. I get to see him now in main event. My daughter, my 2-year-old daughter, freaking loves him. She's looking at the mask, and she goes, I like Stardust. He's cute. She knows who he is. She pops at his music. She likes his mannerisms. Cody is a phenomenal character actor. So now let's look at the release. Look at it from two ways. One, it's legit Cody Rhodes leaving taking Stardust with him. Maybe it's because he sees with NXT, he's like, I've been here for 10 years. He might picture his best years are behind him. Stardust is a great mid-card character. If done correctly, it's upper mid. It's a guy you could see, winning either a Money in the Bank and being that is he gonna take the title? It's a US, it's an IC title character. You don't picture Roman Reigns feuding with Stardust as a main event. No. You don't. Stardust AJ Styles? Maybe. Stardust Jericho? Oh, easily. But you don't picture him in the upper echelon. Unless, of course, they actually made the Ascension a strong team, at which point you'd have a 3-on-1 beatdown advantage, which could potentially work, but they squandered the Ascension. And now he's seen all the young people coming up. And he's like, well, I've been here for 10 years. And they're going to bring out someone like Finn Balor. Balor's going to be higher up on the card than he is. Maybe he's realizing, you know what? I've been here for 10 years. It's a good 10 years. Save my money. Come back a couple years. I don't know. Let's take some time off. Freshen the character up. Here is the flip side. Cody Rhodes asked for a release on his personal email account, not his E account. So let's say instead, this is a work. What if they were to shoot a second sequence on either Extreme Rules or on Monday, where Cody Rhodes leaves, but Stardust is still there? So Cody Rhodes is gone. He doesn't work there anymore, but Stardust still does, driving a metaphysical wedge in between the two personas. You still have Stardust, who can still wrestle, but Cody Rhodes is officially done. Either way, he did a solid job. Nothing to be ashamed of. Great character actor. He'd be great to see in New Japan, or that place called TNA if they still exist in the next year or so. He would be really solid. Think about the Stardust-style character in Lucha Underground. They would push him to, say to the moon, but they would push him like the moons of Saturn. His character would be so over the top, and he would fit in beautiful with there. If he's done, thank you for putting your health and your body on the line for our entertainment. If there's some sort of weird quasi, twist and turn swerve thrown in there, bravo. Very good job. Either way, thank you. And if you're going to wrestle again, I look forward to watching you again, as is my daughter. If you're entirely done, hey, You don't owe the fans anything.